How's it going, everyone? Do a little quickie, little market overview, little daily charts. Looks like dollar's coming back into resistance after the breakdown. So the head and shoulders top hit resistance, came back into support, got rejected. Bam. Came into support, found support somewhere. Looks like that previous low, previous high range. Looks like it's going to come back into resistance. Let's see if the 8 gets rejected, or if it has to come all the way back in and get rejected, or it can just come right back up. But we do have a head and shoulders top, double top, and definitely a pattern breakdown. So maybe this is just the bearish retracement, allowing it to fall over. I'm guessing that line was yesterday's support line. So let's get to there, see what happens. Looks like it's retracing first, see where it gets rejected. Once a breakdown happens like that, it goes into resistance and backs off. The bearish retracement, the best short ever is when it comes back into resistance, then you short it. S&P looks like it's trying for another high. So far, no go, no go. Looks like it tapped previous high resistance and backed off. Got rejected. Just a tiny, tiny slice of rejection there. Just to hurt the emotions, I guess. Not enough to make you cry. Could definitely still break out. I don't know. It's so top heavy. I just totally against it breaking out ever again. But this thing's breaking all rules of engagement anyways. So look for previous highs for support. If it breaks down, all the way down. If it breaks into previous highs, watch the range fill. Looks like the VIX came to another bottom. A little slice at the bottom again today after this sharp drop. Or, well, I got a falling star there. Fell. It's trying to gather its legs over support. Looks like a Dow's coming into resistance as well. This is look a little bit ominous though, not like the S&P. Again, starting with the reversal 2-bar pattern, came into support, into resistance, rejection, falls, comes back into resistance. The only way to get out of this is to break previous highs. Otherwise, this is just going to roll on over. One day at a time. Looks bearish to me. IndX trying to make another high. Right now, we're closing a lower high. So it could be the churn of the rounded top kind. But we came through support, back into resistance, closing above support. So I had a little juice. Let's see if it continues from here or it gets rejected off of the lower high scenario. Maybe even a double top. Looks like crude came over the 34. Looks like it's wanting to come back into support to gather its legs. It could do a high-level consolidation, go sideways for a minute, and keep going. Doesn't always have to come into support. The big moves are actually the ones that don't come all the way in. They have these real sharp U's, or maybe even a stair step. But the quick ones that don't come all the way in, they usually have some power. Looks like we're still at resistance with the Nikkei. Broke above, came back in, consolidating over the 13. Trying to fill that gap. Now that it filled the gap, it's below resistance. Maybe it's going to fall into support. There's coal. Look at that right shoulder. Just flipped everybody off and just said, nah, Tricked you. 2-bar pattern right there. Into resistance, back into support. Going for a ride. Take previous high breaks. It's above support. Now it has support on the upside. Look for a nice little move on coal. Coming off a double bottom. Nice pattern in here. It's a reverse head and shoulders. Kind of hard to see in here, but left, head, right. It's pretty nice reversals. And then the right shoulder came swinging. Bam. That's textbook right there. Right shoulder head fake. The throwback. The breakout, shakeout. And then the slingshot effect. Brings it all the way back to the limits. Made a higher low. Just let it rip. Look for a nice move on this one. Previous lows coming in at, looks like 42. 42. Let's see what happens when it hits 42. Does it just bust right through? Or does it get rejected back into support? That's a nice, tightly wound up right double bottom. I'm just going to bet it's going to break through 42. See what happens. Looks good. That looks bullish. Nice pattern. Longer term pattern. Coming off a bottom. Nice bottom. That pattern was really, really wound up. It just got volatility written all over it. Broke out, came all the way back in, and then swung across. Nice. Textbook. That's a bearish retracement back into resistance. Crossed over the 34 from the double top. Working the double top. Always, if that doesn't get taken out, it's always working. So working a double top, came across the 34, back over, under, back in. That could be a double bottom, higher low, move across. But right now, that 8 and 13 are moving across, and then being swung back under. Lots of resistance to get through. We need a little bit more consolidation above the 34 when it pops across. But again, we are working with a high, lower high, a higher low. And let's see if it gets rejected or moves on through. I'm betting it's a bearish retracement, and it's going to break the previous lows and fall all in. Looks like a double bottom scenario on a Shanghai composite. Just ripped it apart though. Back through the 8, 13, coming back into support. We've got a double bottom working. I got the A, B bottom working, plus the double bottom working, higher low. This can turn into a nice W pattern. Previous breaks coming in at 31.16. Take a ride if that happens. You'll have a nice W. Nice W. Gold. Let's see. Gold, gold, gold. Coming back into support. I was really hoping it would just take off on us. But it got stretched out from its averages, so it's coming back into support. Let it come all the way back into the 34. As the 8's crossing at the same time, get the nice bullish retracement, splash, and then let it ride. Silver hit resistance. Got rejected. It's coming back into support. Make sure support holds on the downside, maybe a double bottom, higher low. We need that opposing point. Those V bottoms, remember those V bottoms, that V bottom doesn't work. You got to have the opposing point, and then a pattern's formed, and then trade outside the pattern. So I got a V bottom. I didn't want that. Oh yeah, we need an opposing point. So let it come into support. Let that 8 catch it. And then we'll have a pattern to break out of. Hit resistance, come back into support. Hit resistance, come back in. Tight, 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 pop. Right over that 34. It's going to happen. Looks like we lost our gusto. Put in a reversal bar on that one. That could be a hammer, but it is very close to breaking previous lows, making that a hanging man. So maybe this isn't done yet. It's got to hold over that 34 for a certain amount of time. It's got to close above it for a certain amount of time. That one just popped above and moved right under. Let's see if support will hold it. Pop across, come back in. Make sure support holds, then we'll have a higher low. I'm going to try for that pattern break, downward trend line. Somewhere in there. It's not perfect, but you get my drift. There's the pop. Boom. Wish it was a little bit bigger than that. Nice start. Looks like we're hitting previous lows. It got stopped out. Previous lows coming in at 21 as well. 2150, 2190, 2260 plus the gap to fill. Lots of resistance on the way up. I was hoping this was going to just rip right out of there, but I guess no one cares. No one's trading the steel nowadays. Nice pop, though. Could have seen that coming a mile away. Yeah, 2,300 on Bitcoin. It's moving inside the second measured move past 2,100. 3,000 is the next measured move. We're at 23. So let's see. I'm not sure. What's 50% of this next move? Let's call it, let's get an even number in there. Let's call it 2550. What do you think? 25? No, 25 is too low. Close to 25. Somewhere around 2,500 is 50% of the measured move. Let's look for resistance at 25 coming in. Bitcoin's on fire. Gold silver ratio looks like gold's going to be a better buy for a little while. I would always buy silver though. It's 73 ounces to 1 ounce. But it looks like we hit resistance coming back in. 73,663 to 1 ounce of gold. What's going on with this chart? JDST, 3 times bearish miners. This is the inverse. Still have the double bottom. Came across, came under. It looks like it's a little bullish across the 34. I wonder what happens when gold and silver just go straight up. The miners go straight up. Where's this go? I mean, it's already. I guess it's at 77. It's got plenty of room to go down. What a worthless instrument. A derivative on a derivative on a derivative. More open interest to keep gold and silver down. That's all I can see right there. GDX. Looks coming into support. It's having a little trouble. Back and forth over support. That's good. Holding support on the 8. Let's see if we can get a nice bounce tomorrow off that 8. Came all the way into the 8. 8's our support. Let's see if we can double back tomorrow. Get a nice run. Coming into support, JDXJ, Nugget, and JNug. Where are you, JNug? Everyone else is up here in this area. You're way down here in the mud. Damn. I don't know about this JNug anymore. Lost all interest after that reverse split, but we'll let it shape up. We hit resistance already. It's got to come into support, make an opposing point is what it's doing now. Support has to hold. Here's the higher low. Let's follow that line. See if we can turn on the dime tomorrow. AG coming into support as well. Those are all bullish retracements. NAK. I really love that island hammer down here. Out of nowhere. NAK is just consolidating. It came down into resistance, got rejected, into resistance, got rejected. Support has to hold. Always watch support. Always, always, always. Buy into support. If support doesn't hold, then you're out. That's how you do it. URA came into support. Over the 813, back into the 8 and 13. Look for previous high breaks. Looks like it's building on URA. UEC is trying to gather its legs some more. Over support, so that's good. Looks like a double bottom over support. UEC. Look for previous high breaks. Take your chances on the support buys on that one. Could just fall apart or have to come into support a little bit more, creating a nice, easier trend line. Right now, it's a little steep. So let the opposing point come in on a nice, make sure support holds. There's that double bottom, URRE. Let's get over the 8 and 13, see if nice little pop coming. I could see it. Just got to get some momentum across the 8 and 13. This could just fall over too, so watch out. Support has to hold. These patterns are awesome. These momentum moves are awesome, but if support doesn't hold, everything falls apart. And if you bought it at support, you must get out. Ivanhoe's trying to get over. This candle over here is really screwing everybody up. Nice downtrend, nice bottom, over the 8, back into the 8, bam, 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 bam. Now we got support 8, 13, and 34. Bullish retrace once, opened up, came in some more and popped. Looks like it's building over the 34. Nice consolidation over the 34. It's got to stay there. Watch previous high breaks, 360. Apple, that's a resistance move. Over support, back into resistance. No rejection yet, though. Oh, well, I guess it is. Yeah, that's a rejection. Tried to break resistance and broke back in. Looks like that was the open. Straight down. Looks like a bounce off of support. Maybe it's gathering its legs. And Google. Alphabet Inc., whatever that is. Made a new high. It's an island top, though. Look at that thing, just sitting in the breeze, waiting to be toppled. I don't know. I'm bearish on all these, but who knows? Google's got more cash than anyone. So does Apple. They buy their own country if they want. I'm bearish. What can you say? Watch previous high breaks for a continue. But watch that support line break down. The rest of the equities. Anywho, that's it. Appreciate everybody. And what was that last one? Oh yeah, BCN. BCN's got to come into support some more. This is altcoins. Anyone interested, let me know. I got cryptocurrency prices. YouTube channel, I just did a live video a little while ago for a 4-hour chart review. Went over all the altcoins. I'm in this one, waiting for this thing to make another go. Riding support all day. I'm looking for a continuation on DOGE, Dogecoin. I have no idea what these coins are, but they're hella fun. So let me know if you're interested, because they're so much fun. And they move. They're volatile. That's the only way to make money in trading. If it doesn't move for 6 months, how are you going to make any money? If it goes sideways for 6 months, how are you going to make any money? These are all bullish. Bitcoin's making new highs. This is where it's at right here. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. Let me know what's going on out there. Please like, share, comment. Please follow me on Steemit. Trying to get a following over there so I don't have to do videos on YouTube, because there's no real benefit except for everyone still watching YouTube videos, which I agree. I watch YouTube videos all the time, but these creators, the creators, are not making any money, especially when my site says precious metals prices. Somehow I'm in the sandbox. And maybe I should do a test and just change my name to RustyTrades. I don't know. But definitely in the sandbox. And subscribership has gone down. Viewership has gone down, like huge percentage-wise. And I'm getting like pennies for each video. It's just totally lame. But enough of my preaching. I appreciate everyone watching. And thanks for all your support. See ya.